Welcome back to the Dirty Water Coins and Collectibles channel. Right down here in front of me I have, I want to say 30 rolls. Yeah, it's 30 rolls of mainly customer wrapped nickels. I have 3 Fed wrapped. So I have a little over half a box here. And I have a box here of nickels. So this hunt, I'm going to do this 1.5 boxes, looking for silver, buffaloes, shield nickels, V nickels, war nickels, eras and varieties, foreigns. I'm really not looking for foreigns, but if they pop up, that works. We got a lot of nickels. I also have another 4 boxes right over here that I'll be going through in the near future. But right now, I'm primarily focusing on these 30 rolls and this box. So let's get into the hunt. I will do what I typically do, 10 rolls, 10 rolls, 10 rolls, so on and so forth. Bring you what the finds. If I come across something cool, buffalo, war nickel, stuff like that, then I will bring you in during the roll. Other than that, we'll do the 10 roll wrap up for each row. Let's get it going. I'll see you back in just a second. Just flattened out roll number 6. You see it? We got a buffalo. And I can't tell, there might be a visible date there. It has 3 feathers. It looks like a Denver mint mark. Wow. It's a San Francisco mint mark. And it is chewed up beyond belief. But it's a buffalo. I mean, we have a date, 20 something. That's rough. That's a definite rough buff. But it's a buffalo. Could that be a 20? I don't know what that is. That's very difficult to decipher, but it's an S-mint, so let's keep it going. I think I saw a proof in here as well, right there. And it is. We have a 1994 proof out of the same roll, roll number 6. All right, put those up here, keep the hunt going. I'll be back with another find, hopefully, in just a second. Group 1, rolls 1 through 10, finds right here. We have our foreigns, a 1978, which is the best out of the 3, oddly enough, a 1998, and a 2007. For our 50s, we had 2 1959s, both out of Denver. In 30s, we had 2 1939s, both out of Philly, and neither one of them is a DDO, DDR, or Henning. This one here is a 1975D, which has a normal mint mark. But if you look at it under the scope, it appears to have a bit of a strike through. So straight through down in here, and then some grease damage right up top here. Comes up this way and comes back down, back to this spot here. We get some grease down in this area, but right in here looks like it's a strike through. So I held it aside. And we also have our 1994 proof and our buffalo that I cannot find a date on. I mean, I don't know, it's tough. Looks like a 0 at the end. So either a 1920 or a 1930. All right. Here's our finds for the first group. Let's get into the second, and I'll be back in a second. Just poured out roll 1 of group number 2, and I noticed an ender. We have a Denver mint mark. That is not common for me. Wonder if it's a 42. That would be awesome. It's probably a 45. Here we go. 1945 Denver. Silver on the board. A proof and a buffalo. It's kind of like an FTB. All right, what's that? That's just chewed up. Let me flatten these out. Get into the hunt. If I have something else that's cool, I'll bring you right back. All right, just flattened out the second roll of grouping number 2. And I saw a mint mark right there. So silver number 2 on the board. I have not looked. It was reverse facing. I'm going to say a 43. 45, all right. Silver 2 on the board. So we have a 45 Philly and a 45 Denver. And I did see another oldie right there, 1951. We have a Denver mint mark on this. That'll be I think a key date, semi-key date. Ooh, it's glued. And of course, we got a mint mark. And I think that is a semi-key or a key date. That's wonderful. That's all right. It's not in that great a condition, but fun find nonetheless. Let's keep it going. All right, I was wrong. It had just under 20.5 million. So not a key date. Let's keep her, let's keep her going. All right, I'm working on roll number 7 of grouping number 2. I've come across some nice 80s, 81 coins. So I'm going to check those against the album. But right here, I have a 1938. Now, with the naked eye, I was having a hard time seeing if it was a 38 or a 58. So I put the numbered side under the scope just so I could see if it was a 38. I have not checked the reverse, and I want to see if there's a potential mint mark. The coin doesn't look in terrible condition. It's got some scratches on it, but I'm hoping we have a mint mark. That would be sweet. Let's check it out. Another scratch. And no mint mark. I thought that was a mint mark right there real quick, but it's not. We still got a first year Jefferson. Let's keep it going. Let me hunt the rest of this roll, see if I have any other nice ones. These are all older, in fairly decent condition. So this is a fun little roll to hunt. That was probably another one of those 80s. Yeah, so I'll put that over there. All right, I'll be right back. All right, here's our finds for group number 2. For our 50s, we have a 51 Denver that had the gunk on the back, a 54 Denver, and a 59 Denver with some severe environmental damage. For our 40s, we have a 1940 Philly and 2 49 Phillies. We have a 1938 first year Jefferson out of Philly and a 1939. No double dies, no Henning. We did get 2 silvers of a 1945 Philly and a 1945 Denver. And then, as mentioned, we had these. I just got a wicked bad itch on my neck. We had these nice 80s that I'll check against the album. That's another 80, and I think I had some 81s in here. It didn't really have any steps. That's a nice 80. It's got some good color to it. I'm going to toss those other 2 back because that's nicer. Another nice 80. Some steps. An 81. Nice. Looks like a little bit of clashing on that one. And then this 81 is actually nicer than the previous one. All right. So we have our 80s and 81s. And let's get into group number 3. I'll be right back. Just flattened out roll number 4. And where is it? There it is, right in the center. Right there. Buffalo. Now, when I had this kind of, let's see if I can do this. No, it's not showing up. Yeah, I think it's actually this coin right here at the end. See how rounded that is? Kind of worn, and all the other ones are flat. I think that's the buffalo right there. No, it's not. I was way wrong. All right, so the buffalo's right here. I thought I had a buffalo in this roll because of that coin, but I was way off. This is actually in nice condition. Holy smokes. I wonder if it's a 38. Oh, we have a mint mark too. Holy smokes. That's crazy. All right, let's see. Do we have an older date? 1937. That would have been sweet if it was the three-legged buffalo, but it's not. Where that leg would have been missing. But that's still a beautiful buffalo. All right, let's keep this hunt going. I'll be right back. All right, here's our finds for group number 3. We had 2 1941s out of Philadelphia. We had a 46 out of Philadelphia, not the Henning. And a 47 out of Philadelphia, not the Henning. And we had a 1937 Denver Buffalo, which is in really nice condition. Let's get into the next group. We'll start the box at this point, and I'll be back with the finds. This roll should be pretty good, I'm hoping. We'll see. I'll be right back. All right, before we continue, I didn't really put this under the scope, so I wanted to take a look at it. And we have the Denver Mint Mark. This looks like it could be an RPM. So on Variety Vista, there is an RPM. There is a number 1, and there is an RPM number 2. The number 1 has like this die crack or something that goes across right up here. Number 2 does have this little bubble right outside here, and this line that comes down. Let me know what you guys think. If this looks like an RPM to you. Let me turn that a little bit so we can get a different. So you see this little divot right here, this little belly, and then we have this line that comes down. So I'm thinking right in here could be another mint mark. If not, it's fine, but it does look like one to me, and we do have a lamination error on this one here. All right, let me get into the next grouping of rolls, and I'll be right back. All right, group number 4 has been hunted, and we have 1954. I can't remember if these were Phillies or Denvers. Denver, 54 Denver, and a 58 Denver. We had a 40 Philly, a 46 Philly, not a Henning, 47 Philly, not a Henning, 47 Philly, not a Henning, and then we had a 48S. We have a 39 Philly, no double dies, no Henning. And then we have these 1939 and a 1953, both in really nice condition. This 39 has similar looks that the 39 double die I found last hunt. It's not the same double die, but it has that notch in the E. Looks like maybe another notch somewhat there. I'm going to look for this die crack. It looks like slight doubling like on the inside of the E here, on the inside of the R. Maybe it's pushed in a little there. I don't see much else. The top of the S looks a little odd, and then possibly a little notch there and a notch there. Other than that, I'm not really seeing too much. The right side of that T is thicker than the left side. So I don't know, we could have something here. I'm not 100% sure. Looks like possibly a little something on the W right there too, right in that area. So yeah, we'll take a look at this one. And then this 53, I was looking at it. What did I see? Maybe that, see that the top left of the T? And I want to say I saw something else here. The S, I think, maybe. Yeah, that S again looks funky. I don't know. I don't know what we have here. Maybe nothing on this one. I think the 39 is something, but I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I'll look for that die crack. But let's keep it going. I'll bring you back in on the next group. All right, grouping number 5 gives us our oldest Canadian yet in 1964. That's a young head, so that's cool. We have a 1957 Philly. Kind of got some woody toning to it. Not really toning, alloy mix. A 1959 Denver. We have, let's see, a 1940 Denver and a 1948 Philly. Make sure that's a Denver, not a San Francisco. Denver. And then we have a 1939 Philly. No double dies, no Henning. But we did get a 2009 Philly, lower mintage. Let's get into group number 6. I'll be back with the finds. Group number 6 has been hunted. We have a different foreign. We have something out of Kuwait. I am not familiar with it. There's a ship on the reverse there. Some Canadians. We have a 1980, 82, 89, and 2000. We have a 55 Denver and a 57 Denver. 41 Philly, a 46 Philly, and a secondary 46 Philly. No Henning. And we got a 2009 Denver this time. Lower mintage. So that's pretty sweet. Let's get into row number 7, or group number 7. And I'll be back with the finds. See you in a second. Working on group number 7, roll number 7. And we've got a buff. We have a mint mark. Doesn't appear to have a mint mark. We should have a date looking at the reverse there. And we don't. Oh, that's tough. Looks like a 5 maybe at the end there. I don't know. Oh, that's tough. I'm not sure. 7? Maybe a 7 at the end? That's tough. I'm not sure. We got the feathers. Do we have anything on the reverse here for variety? Nope. Nope. And nope. That's a tough call there. I don't know. 1927, 1937. I don't know. Let's keep her going, though. Be back with the next find. All right, group number 7 was a little weak, but here's our finds. We had a 5-cent euro, 2002. A couple of Bermudas, 1993, and a 2009. For our 50s, we have a 55 Denver, a 57 Philly, and 2 59 Denvers. For our 40s, we had a 1942 Philly Type 1. So no big mint mark above the Monticello. And a 1939, no double dies, no Hennings. Let's get into the last 10 rolls. Bring you back with the finds. Group number 8's finds are as follows: a 5-cent euro, 2009, a 2004 Canadian, We did have a 1955 filly semi-key date, 1957 Denver, and a second 57 Denver. We had a 1941 San Francisco, a 46 Philly, nothing special, and a 48 Denver. We did find another 1939 Philly, also nothing special. All right, let me get the best finds of the hunt, and I will be right back. All right, here's, in my opinion, the best finds of the hunt. Up top here, we have a 1939 possible double die that I have to look into by the time the video posts. If I find any information on it, it'll be in the video. A 53, also possible double die, same thing applies. We did have this 75 with a what appears to be a strike through. We have a 1994 San Francisco proof. I have a 2009 Philly and a 2009 Denver low mintage pair. We got 3 buffaloes. I don't know the date on this one. I don't know the date on this one either, but it looks like it ends in a 0. We have a 1937 Denver. And then 2 silvers, a 1945 Philly and a 1945 Denver. And that does it for the hunt. It was pretty busy at the beginning of the hunt. I think those first 30 rolls were from a different teller. Same bank, but different teller. So probably a different person brought them in. I have a bunch more. I have 4 more boxes. I'm going to call that final box that I just did box number 14. I'm not going to count the first 30 rolls because that wasn't a box. So we'll count this one as box 14. And then the next hunt I have another 4. So that was box 14. I say it for the 3rd time. I apologize for that. If you enjoyed this video, if you made it this far, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. My dirty phalanges is right down over here. You can hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. It does help out the channel. I try to post a video daily, so it gives you something to watch, a little bit of entertainment. Also, be sure to hit that notification bell so you get notified on all of my upcoming videos. I want to thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one.